Hi, welcome to This Is Not My Mama's Cooking. Today I am making Ropa Vieja, translation to English, old clothes. This recipe uses very few ingredients and totally untraditional to the way my mother used to make it. So, I will need garlic, probably a few cloves, diced tomatoes, red pimientos. I am sauteing an onion here with some olive oil. And if you can read this meat, it is choice under shoulder steak. Translation to Spanish, falda de res. Here I have my onions and garlic sauteing, and I'm going to add my diced tomatoes and my pimientos. So here I'm making the foundation to add my steak in. Let it cook for a little bit, make sure everything is blended, and then I'll add a little bit of salt, maybe oregano, and garlic powder. This recipe is sort of a Spanish style shredded beef. So here I have the beef boiling for about 3 hours. I want it to be nice and tender because once it cools off, I'm going to go ahead and shred it. And don't you dare throw away this broth right here. You can make beef soup, just add vegetables and seasoning, and it'll be a wonderful homemade beef soup. Just added my salt, my oregano, and my garlic powder, and I will keep on cooking it for about 10 more minutes. So I took some of the meat out of the pot, and look how tender this meat is. Okay, it is just falling apart, and that is what you want. You want to make sure that it's nice and shredded. If you see any little bit of fat, remove it like I did, and just keep on shredding it. And then after you've shredded everything, throw it in the pot. I shredded my steak and I added it to the pan. If you want a little bit more tomatoes and pimientos, this is the perfect time to add it, and I think I will. I have everything cooking together in medium heat. If you see that the dish is a little dry, you can add water, or you can add that great beef stock that you just made over here, or you can add white wine. If you can't find the red pimientos, you can always substitute with red bell peppers, slice it up, saute it with the onion. If you don't want to use diced tomatoes, you can substitute tomato sauce. I usually use diced tomatoes in most of my recipes because not everyone can digest tomato sauce the same. Some people get heartburn. So with the diced tomatoes, that solves that issue. Let's cover this up and let it cook for about 15 minutes on medium heat. Here's my finished ropa vieja, or old clothes. And I added some olives, only because I love olives, but you don't have to. So I'm going to give it a taste and see if I need to add a little bit of salt. It doesn't need a thing. It's fantastic. If you liked my old clothes recipe, just hit like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good one.